Well, the first thing you might notice, everyone, is it's not blurry. I finally think I fixed it. So what we have to do here is determine if these two shapes are similar. That's different than congruent. Similar means the angles are congruent, as you can see by the marks, but the sides are proportional. So we have to test it. So we're going to write a proportion. So to begin, I can use the left side over the left side of that triangle. So I would write 4/6. Now, for the other fraction, I have two choices. I can write 6/9, the right side over the right side, or I could write 8/12, the bottom of the triangle or the base over the other base. It doesn't matter. You'll get the same final results. So I'm just going to use 6/9. Now on this line, you're going to put the results of your cross multiplication. Okay, so I'm going to cross multiply. 6 times 6 is 36. 9 times 4 is also 36. So I put an equal sign, and because they worked out the same, they are proportional. So that means these two shapes are similar. So you have to test it. This is the way I just showed you. Now in this example, the shapes were not drawn the same way. If they're not, you have to redraw it. So I had this one already. So I'm not going to use this one. Yeah, I know that's not the best drawing. So I'm going to start by using the left side over the left side. That's 12/11. And my only other choice here is the bottom of this rectangle over the bottom of the other one. Again, I will cross multiply. 11 times 5 is 55. 12 times 4 is 48. They are not equal. Those two shapes are not similar because the definition for similar figures, it's up here at the top of the paper, they do have the same shape. The angles are congruent, as I already said, and the measures of their corresponding sides are proportional. And that's the symbol for similar. So these two you can try. If I can show you, there we go. So I already redrew the triangle, so it's sitting the same way. That's really important. So I'm going to cross that one out. So you have three choices here. You can go 15/12. I usually start with left side over left side. And I'll just use the bottom of the triangle, the base 8/5 here. Cross multiply, 12 times 8 is 96. 15 times 5 is 75. They are not equal. Those two triangles are not similar. So that's really all we're doing. We're testing it to see if it's similar. Sorry, I didn't realize I wasn't showing there. So last example, then I'll just show you the assignment. Not a real long video today. So as you can see, I redrew the figure, so it's sitting the same way. Now, which sides would I pick here? Well, some people might try to avoid the fractions, or decimals rather, but it doesn't matter. So I'll just go 24/8, and I'll use the top of the shape, 15/5. Now I'm not going to cross multiply here because I can see something. You notice something about these two fractions. 24 divided by 8 is 3. And 15 divided by 5 is also 3. Now, if you're having a question, you're thinking, wait a minute, you just divided. Could I have divided for all of these? The other examples? That answer is yes. But you're going to get decimals, and sometimes they repeat. It can get a little messy. So cross multiplying is probably the best way to go. But since I could just quickly tell those were 3s, I knew that I was done. And they were similar. But if I cross multiplied, 15 times 8 is 120. And 24 times 5 is also 120. So I could have written 120 equals 120. The assignment's a little long, but it's basically the same thing. You must fill in all these spaces to get credit. Now, if the shape needs redrawn, I gave you the sketch, as you can see here on 5 and 6, but I will need you to label them. It has a back. Again, I redrew some of them for you. There they are. Try to relabel. Do your best. If you need help, let me know.